Hey ladies and gents, welcome back to this shitstorm. I haven't uploaded in like a month because I'm so amazing at time managing. I was originally working on the UC Berkeley riots. Yes, I said riots because that's what it fucking was. And no, it wasn't right-wing terrorism, thank you very much. I was trying to make a video on it, but I was so livid about the whole event that I couldn't really conjure any script because when I'm pissed off beyond all belief, I am actually very quiet, so I don't talk a lot, and all three of my scripts I was attempting to make, I could never finish them off, or I just didn't like what I had written down, so I scrapped the videos. I'm sorry, guys, I tried. Which is sad because I have personal experience with the California university system. While I don't go to Berkeley myself, I feel like my school wouldn't be far off from doing something like this if Milo or anyone else that the left deems intolerable came to campus. What I did find most baffling through the entire situation is that the media were able to twist the rioters' affiliation, dubbing them right-wing extremists. The media does seem to be having a fun time twisting stories to better fit a narrative that they would rather write. I mean, it only seems that Wall Street Journal is the only one left that is writing true, honest-to-God journalism nowadays, right guys? Oh, wait.
Mom, no, I'm not a Nazi. It is time that we fight back. It is time that we put our foot down and say, nine. No. Fridays with Pewdiepie.
Der 6. Parteitag der Bewegung geht zu Ende. Was für Millionen Deutsche, die außerhalb unserer Reihen stehen.
So, Herr Führer, with the level 3 flag system, don't you think people might abuse that?
Der große knallrote Adler fliegt am Mittwoch Richtung Westen.
What is up, Bro Army Nation? I am your new, I ran out of ideas. So today, so from now on, I'm going to report the news. I'm doing the news now. I promise, it's just a stupid article. Okay, love you too. Hail Hydra.
Oh shit, they might be onto something. Or maybe, just maybe, food for thought, they don't know what a joke is? Nah, I'm pretty sure Pewdiepie's just a Nazi. I mean, look at him. Tall, blonde hair, blue-eyed, Scandinavian. He oozes Hitler. I think he might actually be the reincarnation of little Hitler. Little Hitler, such a scam! Or at least he's jacking off to him in hell. I mean, he is the epitome of Hitler's wet dream. Am I right? So if you don't know who this man is, before I introduce him, I must welcome you to YouTube, you internet hermit. This is Felix Schellberg, more commonly known as Pewdiepie. He is the biggest YouTuber to date with over 53 million subscribers. He started YouTube in 2010 playing video games, which is how he became successful. Since about a year, he's been starting to make some controversial videos, such as paying two Indian-looking dudes to say, "Death to all Jews," and subscribe to Keemstar. Now, of course, looking back at all of these clips, if you hadn't watched any of Felix's videos or the context of how he creates these videos, one might assume that this man could possibly be a Nazi, or more convincing, a racist. Except that's not the case. What this is that Felix, using his stupid style of humor, made stupid jokes commenting on a multitude of reasons. People willing to do anything for the right amount of cash, YouTube thought policing people, him making Nazi jokes like a fucking normal person with a sense of humor, and yada yada yada. And that's the meat of those videos. And what Wall Street Journal had done was basically watch all of Felix's videos from the summer of 2016 up until now. researching his material, but instead of actually reiterating the point of PewDiePie's videos, they took out the bad parts and ran with those. So this isn't the journalist being like, oh, I didn't fucking know they were jokes. Bitch, you must have known. You had to have watched all of his videos. You had to have watched the videos to pull those clips out so you knew what you were talking about. So what you did is put Felix's videos out of context, and now we have people like J.K. Rowling and Lacey Green jumping on the bandwagon of PewDiePie's literally Hitler. Not only that, but because journalists don't seem to be doing much of journalism nowadays, they ran with the same fucking story, just copying and pasting. Because of this, Disney and YouTube Red decided to drop PewDiePie. Of course, the thing with this is Felix's jokes were offensive, and before you rile up my ass, no, I don't agree with what Disney did, specifically because of their own pass on Nazi-related humor, which I have used in my own video.
Right in the fool's face, not to love. Just fool in the great disgrace. So be hired, right in the fool's face. So be hired, right in the fool's face.
However, I know for a fact that Disney will protect its own ass when faced with controversy, and the thing about it is that Felix understands that.
So basically, they went to the biggest brands that I work with, Disney and YouTube, and they pushed them to the corner and said, hey, what do you think about this? Hate? Look at this. Look at this. This is bad. Obviously cornering them, forcing them to sever their ties with me. I fully understand that. And I don't want people to think that, oh, I can joke about whatever I want. It doesn't have to affect me. I'm Pewdiepie. I understand that these things have consequences.
But that is not my main concern. My main concern, and everyone else's because I'm always late to the party, is that the media used PewDiePie's name and libeled it to the ground. Or at least attempted to, because his subs and views went up because of this, so really, old school media actually helped out a literal Nazi. Their own story backfired on them. My generation and Generation Z have grown up with the internet for years now. Our entire culture revolves around an untouchable entity, and they can't fucking stand it. People like PewDiePie, JonTron, Sargon of Akkad, Chris Raygon, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, epic rap battles of history, fucking Pepe, are more relevant to us, and they are losing their minds over it. This isn't the first time that the media has put Felix in a bad light, or the internet community.
This is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. This is what people would actually think if I didn't have a chance to, because people just read the title. People just read this and they're like, oh, okay, I see. PewDiePie's a Nazi now, that's... Alright. I can't make jokes on my channel without anyone quoting it as actual facts. Are they so desperate for clickbait that they will literally slander someone else's name in the process? PewDiePie racist? Question mark. What the fuck is this? How is this a thing? How? This is just how it is now. Because fucking BuzzFeed gets millions of click and real news stories doesn't get enough coverage, so they got a clickbait to keep up. You know, if Keemstar has more journalistic integrity than you, then it's a big fucking problem.
And people are wondering why they're losing their faith in media. Old school media is going to the way of the dodo bird, and it terrifies them. So what do? They try to get rid of it. The only people that you can convince are the people who either are offended by anything from making fun of Nazis to a fly landing on their arm, and people who think Crocs are still cool. Newsflash, they never were. I honestly don't know what's worse. Journalists failing at their jobs, or people no longer understanding satire. No, Alice in Wonderland isn't a satire in Victorian society. Did you know that Charlie Chaplin adored Hitler because he dressed up as him and paraded around like a fucking fairy? Psst. South Park's offensive.
Hey, don't call me fat, you fucking Jew!
Yeah, no shit. Humans take satire, take dark humor to better adapt with the hellhole that we call Earth and humanity. You ever hear of laughter is the best medicine? Well, life sucks, and if we can't laugh at some of the shitty parts of it, what's the point? Yes, you can be offended by jokes. That's not my problem. I'm offended at jokes at times too. However, it's how you react to those offending jokes that defies you. You don't like Hitler jokes? Well, here's a food for thought. It's something I saw on Twitter and I had to agree with. In my own words, this is what it was. If Hitler were to look up at the world, because there's no way in hell he's in heaven, if a one-ball failed abortion and person who failed to a man who drew a mouse for a living were to look up at the earth to see how he affected humanity, what would he rather see? People living in constant fear of him, unable to say he's not a Jew name, or people making jokes about him? What do you think he would fear more? The laughter, because we no longer fear him or his impact on society. So journalists and retards alike, take a step back because you are no longer in the right. You cannot call people you don't like a Nazi, nor can you libel someone and take them out of context. I am ecstatic that Felix is not taking this shit.
I'm still making videos. Nice try, Wall Street Journal. Try again, motherfuckers.
The media hates this new form of entertainment because they will no longer be relevant, and it terrifies them to no end that a guy like Philip DeFranco is a better journalist. What, you think you can slam someone's reputation and then be shocked that people think that you're fake news? Clean up your act. Felix is not a Nazi, but you are definitely on the road of irrelevance. Though PewDiePie's avatar is Donald Duck, and Donald Duck did play a Nazi in a Disney short. Oh wait.
Fridays with Pewdiepie.
Sie wollten eine wahrhaftige Weltanschauungspartei sein. Zweitens, Sie wollten, Herr, kompromisslos die einzige Macht und alleinige Macht in Deutschland.